Reuters, Mark Blinch Rob Ford. See also former Toronto Mayor Rob Ford dies after battle with cancer. Toronto crack mayor wins seat on the city council. Rob Ford claims he was set up by Jimmy Kimmel after appearing on his show. Rob Ford, the embattled former mayor and city councillor from Toronto, died on Tuesday morning at the age 46 after a protracted battle with a rare form of cancer. Before gaining international notoriety for his crack usage and often volatile behavior, Ford upended a staid political establishment and dominated the political conversation in Toronto. His election personified the divide between the Toronto most Americans know of, a dense, progressive urban core, with suburban Toro and T.O., the kind of diverse, blue-collar place, where you'd find a mosque right next to a drive-thru Tim Hortons, the Dunkin Donuts of Canada. Ford, a conservative and bombastic populist, somehow led the largest, most diverse city in Canada. For 4 wild years, Ford seemed similar to Donald Trump. In many ways, he was. So how did Toronto, a city known for its left-leaning politics, elect a mayor like Rob Ford? The creation of a megacity. The story starts in 1998. The suburban area Ford lived in wasn't always part of the city of Toronto. The 5 major suburban districts surrounding the city's core, including Ford's Etobicoke, were governed by their own individual city councils. In 1998, Ontario's government amalgamated, or combined, the 5 suburban districts with the city's core, creating the megacity of today. The suburban city governments were dissolved and folded into one large city, in a process not unlike the amalgamation of New York's 5 boroughs in 1898. Anti-amalgamation groups feared their taxes would rise, and that they'd be less connected to their municipal government as it moved downtown, reports the Toronto Star's Royson James. Michael Prue, the last mayor of East York, one of the suburbs, called amalgamation a disaster, per the Star. And not everyone in the old core of Toronto liked it either. It's been a real body blow to the city. John Tory, a former mayor of Toronto, told the Toronto Star, "I fear for the city's future." And in some ways, Sarwell's fear was prescient. Just 2 years later, Ford was elected mayor. People in the suburbs resented that their tax dollars went to things like bike lanes and public transportation for the downtown core. Post-amalgamation, Ford harnessed that anger expertly. It was the lingering resentment over amalgamation that led to Ford's rise. The Canadian Kennedy's Ford was born in Etobicoke, Ontario in 1969. His late father, Doug Ford Sr., established a label-making business, Deco. Ford liked to tout how he was just an average guy, but a Globe and Mail investigation into his background revealed otherwise. When Doug Sr. died, he left his children a sizable inheritance. The Globe found the Ford family's real estate holdings to be worth upwards of $10 million. Reuters, Aaron Harris, Toronto's chief budget officer, Councillor Frank DiGiorgio, L., shares a moment with Toronto Mayor Rob Ford during a budget meeting at City Hall in Toronto, January 30, 2014. Doug Sr. represented Etobicoke, pronounced EE-tow-buh-coe, as a member of